Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome again to one of my trainings where I'm going to show you some few things how to grow your business in network marketing on social media. So it's about Facebook Messenger script, but you can use this script in any social media where you like chat with friends. Okay, so it's like learning how to be a network marketing professional. It's for a perfect network marketing prospecting. Let's take a look at the agenda before we get into what we'll be talking about. The first thing you need to take in mind is connecting, then building a relationship, then presenting your opportunity or sending an invitation, that's transition from friends to distributors, then getting them onto a call, then getting them onto a three-way messenger, that's a call with your upline and the prospect, and then closing the deal, and lastly getting someone started. So let's have a quick overview before we get into it. Getting good in the messenger, whether on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or YouTube, is probably the most powerful skill you can have when building your business on social media. So I'm going to show you the best things to say inside messenger to get someone to join you. Yeah, but too many people treat the messenger as direct access to the world, and so abuse it by sending messages like this. Hi, hello, are you single? I often get this type of message so many times. Hi, I'm looking for like-minded individuals to join my team. Click the link for more information. That's what most of us network marketers do. Um, but it doesn't really work like that. It don't just work like that. Hmm? I know network marketing is a numbers game, but only if you do it right. In this video, I'm going to go through what I believe to be the 7 key areas of mastering the messenger and how you can use some scripts I have created to help. However, please be aware social media is a place for you to show off your personality, so be sure to adapt where needed. Let's take a look at the first thing, which is the first key point, which is connecting. In order to get better at using the messenger, we need to gain experience. And so to do that, we need to initiate some conversations than ever before. Before we get into it, though, there is one thing you need to know. One of the biggest mistakes I see people making is not keeping track of every conversation you are having, especially the ones you want to turn into a business builder or customer. We can use a spreadsheet, Google Sheet, pen and paper, and sticker note system, or some apps out there like contact mapping or Trello. You will see why this is so important as we progress through this process. So we start with existing friends, connecting with your existing friends. And connecting with your existing friends, the first people that will come into mind are the ones we already know. So starting conversations with people you already know is the best place to start. Here are some ideas to get the conversation started. With people you already know, you can always start like this. Hey Bob, how is it going? It's been a while. Another example is, hey Mary, love that photo you posted with your kids. How is everything? Hey Jim, happy friend anniversary. You good? And we can also say, hey Sarah, was thinking about you yesterday. How is everything? And another example we can use is, hey Nancy, saw that you just visited France. Thinking of taking the family there. How was it? That's how you connect with people, with your existing friends. There are so many examples you can use. What is the main purpose is you give a greeting. You always make sure to call their names. I hope you get my drift. You're simply following a formula, and this is a formula. You get their name, like you greet them with their name, you give them the reason why you thought of them, and ask them how are things. So asking them how are things is just like you connecting the conversation, making them to expect to give you an answer. So it's also important to mention their name and end with a question. What you say in the middle is going to help, but you don't even need to stress on that. Sometimes the first example I use is the best. Hey Bob, how is it going? Yeah, you can use that, replace the example name to any of your contacts. So we move now to the next one, which is the people you don't know, but they are your existing friends. We all have those Facebook friends we have been connected with for years, but never actually chatted with them. What we do with these people is fairly simple. You can start a conversation like this. Hey Jane, I noticed we've been friends on here for a while, but never really connected. Would love to change that. How are you doing? That's a perfect example. There's no point confusing it. Creating the master message because you just want to see if they are open to chatting, or should you just delete them as a friend? Well, it might sound brutal, I know, but it has to be done. Why keeping people in your on your Facebook friends when they can't chat with you, right? And then let's move to the next category of friends. Those will be new friends you make. Okay, these new friends, they are people who add you, but probably you are in the same company. Mm? Eventually, you are going to run out of people to talk to on your original Facebook friends list. It might take you a week or a year, but you will run out. So you have to get good at continuing to grow your friends list. There will be two types of people who become your new friends. People who add you and that you are in the same company. Okay. If both of you are in the same company, let's go get them. So it's important to note that people are adding you for a reason, whether it's because of the content you are creating, the groups you're in, or the company you are involved in. If you notice that they are with the same company as you, then you just be sure to know that if you have a lot of people on your friends list who are in the same company as you, chances are your newsfeed will be full of it, and that's not healthy for the growth of your visibility on social media. So this is what you can say to them. For example, you can say, "Hey Jane, thanks for adding me as a friend. I noticed we are both in the same company. So exciting. I actually don't add people from you put this, the company you both are in, so I can connect with others. But we can chat here, follow each other, and communicate with each other's posts. You cool with that?" It's simple. At first, you will feel a bit harsh doing this, but it's for your long term growth. You can always talk to people in the messenger and groups. You don't need to be friends with them. Okay, so next up, we're going to have, well, just like I said, we have two of those people, like the people who you're in the same company with, or people who add you, and the people you add them. But we are still going to talk about the people who add you, but they don't message you. So we're still on the first category of new friends. Um, so people who add you and don't message you, this is one of the things I'm trying to change with social media by teaching people the right way to do things. Okay? So someone finds you and they add you, you check them out, confirm their friend request, then you can send them this message. "Hey Mike, great to be connected with you here on Facebook. How are you doing?" You can put your own spin on it, but that above has worked for me for several years, and it's so easy to duplicate. So we have a next group of people, a next group of new friends who those who will message you, right? What I will totally do if they attempt to pitch you on their own business, then this always works well. So if they message you with their own business. You can say, "Hey, Pamela, great work. I'll definitely join your business because what you're doing is the best strategy ever. I can't wait to get started at 31st of April 2183. I'm just kidding. But those Pamela Anderson drive me crazy. But I've been there. So we just need to educate. So this is what I will really say today. Okay? If somebody spam you with their business, then you can tell them, "Hey Kim, how are you getting on with sending messages like this? From experience, it doesn't work long term. You should really check out this video. It will help you massively." So I'm going to put a link on a video you can send to them that will teach them like how to communicate, yeah, as a network marketer. You can even send them this video, the link to this video. So it's usually a video I call "How to Cold Message People to Join Your Business." Yeah, you'll be able to find it on YouTube. But the idea with this is for you to give them value. They will respect you for it. Well, some will, and others will just continue what they are doing. So if someone messages you just to say why they added you, then we can move to the second key point. But we have another category which will be still on new friends, but the ones you add to them. These are people you yourself you add them. Okay. So now this is the one area you need to get really good at, because if you can be in control of growing your list with the right people, you will have the potential to become a recruiting machine. So what do you do? Well, the first thing is to find someone. I covered that. There's going to be another video about that. And once you have found someone, you added them, then send a message like this. Hey Amanda, I noticed you live in Lagos. I'm looking to connect with more people in the area, so thought it would be cool to connect. How is everything going on with you? Short and simple. Or maybe even something like, hey Auntie, love that post you made in the Travel the World group. Quality stuff. Thought it would be cool to connect. How is everything? So what's the point you sending them this? So the first thing is for you to get the person to accept your friend, and then the next thing will be to get the person to reply to your. The more you do this, the better you'll get. Just be sure to use their name, tell them why you're adding them, and end up with a question. That's the formula. I give you the formula. You say hey, and hey, their name. They enter the reason why you added them. Thought it would be cool to connect. So how is everything? Not everyone will accept your friend request or reply to your message. It's a numbers game, and now you will be playing the game right. Once you start getting into conversation, you're going to need to understand the skill of building relationships in Messenger. So that takes us to the next point. The next key point, which is building relationships. Network marketing is a relationship business. In fact, many call it relationship marketing. For such a long time, people associated the word network with a pyramid scheme. Eric Worre has done a great job at helping clean up that image. So if you focus on building relationships to find the right people to market a product or service and help those people to do the same thing, you could build a significant empire. With social media being full of spammers, how do we make the difference? So I use the acronym LORD. LORD, where L will stand for location, O will stand for occupation, R will stand for recreation, and D will also stand for drink. I know most of you already know of this form, the form method. With the form, it goes the same, but with different words. It's practically the same meaning. F stands for family, O will stand for occupation, R will stand for recreation, and M will stand for money or motivation. So, what is the goal? Your goal is to tick the box of each of these areas of someone's life so that you can turn a stranger into a friend and eventually a friend into a family. I will give you the script that I use. You can follow them or mix things up by adding your personality to them, but you need to work through the number. If people give you short and snappy replies or tell you to get lost, just move on to the next person. You are going to be doing this for a long time, hopefully, so get used to it. So I've been using this method to connect with over 10,000 people just to get 494 people to say yes. All right. So I'm not going to talk about the form method in this video. I'm going to explain to you the Lord method in building a relationship. So if it's someone who is new, this is how you can always start your conversation. All right. So you can say, so Joel, I see you are based over in the Caribbean. I've always wanted to visit. How is it over there? You can also say, Joel, where is it your base? Where are you located? That's after your normal greetings, right? And then, Joel, judging from your photos, you live in a glorious part of the world. Where is that? Or where are you living? So, the O part of it, which is occupation, will give us some examples like this is by far the easiest step. And if for some reason you are struggling with it, you need to get out of your head and into your heart. If you can't be bothered, then chances are network marketing isn't for you. I know it's harsh, but it's just the truth. So let's continue with the O part of it, which is occupation. What is it you do for a living over in the Caribbean, right? You can ask some questions like, I've heard it's expensive in the Caribbean. What is it you do for a living? You can also give it as this example. I see that life is beautiful in the Caribbean. What do you do for a living? You might want to add your own spin here and not go from question to question like some sort of interview, right? Because it will always based on what the other person say. So what I'm giving you is just a general script, but always put your own personal touch based on what you guys are communicating, right? And most times also they will also want to ask you what you are doing. Yeah. So if they ask you what you do, this is something you can say. You can use any of this. You can say, I help people make money from their mobile phone. Do you make money from yours? I help people make money from social media. Do you make money from yours? I help people live their dream life. Are you living yours? All of the above get the right people thinking curiously. The wrong people just assume it's a pyramid thing. If they ask you, well, how does that work? You will move to the next key area or to the next key point. But let's continue. Let me explain to you. Still on the Lord LORD. So we move now to the next one, which is recreation. The arrow. Arrow stands for recreation. So we might ask them some questions like, do you get up too much during the weekend? What is it you do in your spare time? Or maybe if you check your profile, you can find out, ask them some questions about things you see. Like I saw on one of your photos, you were on the golf course. Get to play much? Basically, yeah, you're just wanting to find out if they get much spare time and how they spend their spare time. If you have a hobby in common, then the conversation will flow great. Whatever they say, always go in the flow. So this area is really cool place to find a point of pain you can leverage later. Let's move to the next part, which is the D, it stands for dreams. You can always ask them. This is by far the hardest one. And I would say it's optional if you struggle with it. You don't even have to ask them if you are not comfortable. But with this example script, you can make it easy. Although the D stands for dreams, you can replace it with goals, plans, ambitions, and so on. So you can ask them some questions like, do you have any dreams or goals you want to achieve in the near future? Mhm. And then you can also ask, I see you travel a fair bit. What's your bucket list? Especially we are at the beginning of the year. That's a good question. And then any plan this summer? Any plan? Blah blah blah. Okay. So you can also ask, are your kids like mine asking for the moon and Mars for Christmas this year? All right. Some people are good at this, others are not. If you feel you can skip it, then do it. But if you are okay with it, then go for it. So the aim of the game is to find areas you can leverage. That's the most important thing you could take note of. You're always looking for something you can connect them to your business. So many things you can connect them to your business. All right. So being done with this, we're going to move to the third key point. The third key point is transition from friend to customer or distributor or being a member in your company. All right. This area is fundamental and most people are missing it. So before pitching someone, you have to see if they are open or not. Because what's the point in telling someone about your business if they are not open? It's like asking a broke teenager to view $1 million penthouse. He will waste your time and he will even enjoy the process. So I tend to ask the following question after a small break in communication. Instead of getting to know someone and bang, hit them with this question. Instead, I like to leave it a few days and then do the following, usually on a Monday. Yeah. So after a break in communication, you can ask, hey Jason, how is things? Did you have a good weekend? He might reply, but once he does, I will ask the next question. Jason, just curious, will you be open to checking out some more information on how to like enter something from the conversation you had? Eh? And then let's say and then say no worries. If not, I just thought I will ask. So some of the ideas they might ask um could be now what you put in the brackets could be uh fire your boss. For example, you can say Jason, just curious. Will you be open to checking out some more information on how to fire your boss? No worries. If not, I just thought I'll ask. Jason, just curious, will you be open to checking out some more information on how to travel more? No worries. If not, I just thought I would ask. So other examples you can put in the bracket are spend more time with your family, not have to worry about money, and live life on your terms, make money from your smartphone. That one is straight to the point. So you will get a yes. Sometimes you get a no. You might even get a maybe. You might even get a blank. They see the message and don't reply. That happens. So what? Next. If they reply with a no answer, this is for your response. No worries, Jason. Got much planned for the rest of the week? That's a question you can ask, or you can say, no worries, Jason. Got much planned for the rest of the week? You can ask them that question. If they reply with a yes or maybe, this is your response. It's a visual thing. I will need to show you. When do you have say 6 minutes? I always want you to use the 6 minute video we have in ICS. But you can use a recorded Zoom, 1 hour Zoom. It depends on you. But I'm also going to put the link of the 6 minute, is it a 7 minute video about ICX? Okay. So you can say it's a virtual thing. I will need to show you. When do you have 6 minutes to take out of your life to potentially take the rest of your life off? That right there is my killer question. It sparks massive curiosity into the conversation and gets so many positive responses. But be warned, people will ask questions like, what is it? What is it about? What is it about? Understand that your prospect goal is to get their conversations answered before a presentation. Your goal is not answer any question until after a presentation. So don't be a fool. Use the tool. So what's your tool? The tool we're going to use here is still on Messenger. But the next thing we're going to see is how to get them onto a call. How to get them onto a call. That's a key point number 4. Okay. This is where it can get a bit messy and times are changing a bit. The old schoolers will say you've got to get them on a call to stand a chance, whereas there are many people now signing up people without having a call. But at some point, you're going to have to talk to the person on the other side of the computer, other side of the phone. You can, so by now, you have asked them, someone has 6 minutes or however long presentation video you have to take out of their life. They will give you a day and time, and it's quite often within 48 hours. Now you have to test the waters to see how open they are to a call. So you can ask, will it be okay if we jump on a super quick call a couple of minutes before like you enter the time they say they are going to be free? If they say sure, then you can call them via Messenger or Zoom, WhatsApp or Skype or phone call. If they say for you to just send the link, then that's fine. Go ahead and send them the link at the agreed time when they can check the information out. It's not good to send it earlier, but it depends on you. But what do you say on the call? That's the question. The purpose of the call is just to introduce information you will be sending to them and to book the follow-up call. So it will be good to so it will go something like this. Hey Bob, you good? Absolutely. Fraser and you, that's the answer. Spot on, thanks mate. Okay, so you create a basic rapport, will come here, not too long, just how you actually care, right? Okay, cool. So what I will do is send you the link to a video. It will take you 6 minutes to watch. So you will be done by about say 9:30 p.m. That's maybe the time they gave you. So I will give you a call at 9:35. Does that sound fair? Those are the four magic words. Don't miss them. Does that sound fair? You will almost always get a "yeah, that's cool" or similar response. Simply doing this over the phone gives you the permission to call them for the follow-up instead of just messaging. You will likely see better conversation rates on the phone versus text, but most will feel more comfortable on the phone. So don't let it limit yourself or others. With this, we move to the next key point, three-way messenger. I didn't have much time to prepare any notes for this, but like to show you the script. But this will go, it's not too much. So they have watched the video, you have followed up with them by phone or message. If you want to get them over the finish line faster, you will want to use your upline. Now, most capable uplines might be too busy living their life or on other calls or traveling to whole events or simply playing mom or dad. So these days, less and less people are doing three-way calls and instead doing three-way calls or three-way messengers. With this, what this is a group chat on Facebook Messenger with you, your prospect, and your active upline leader. This is how it will go. Hey Bob, just wanted to introduce you to my upline, Sharon. She has been my mentor now since I started my journey and has really helped me in the entire way. Basically, you are talking good about your upline, so your prospect begins to trust her, even though she is a stranger. This is known as edifying. Okay, so the next message that you will write in the group messenger will be, "Hey Sharon," that's your upline. "I wanted to introduce you to my friend Bob. We recently connected on social media. He has seen the videos and I wanted to introduce you both. I think he could be amazing with what we are working on. Could you share your story, vision, and answer questions Bob might have?" That's what you write in the messenger to um, to your upline. So then Sharon, in the time she has can do a voice note, type something out, or she might even have already got something copied so she can just paste it, or maybe recommend a time to jump on the phone. But your job with this part is done. You have connected with someone, seen if they are open, shown them the information, and introduced them to your upline. So that is the three-way call, right? That is it. Now you have to close the deal. That will take us to the next key point, key point number 6, closing the deal. Some uplines will actually help close the deal on three-way if it is done on a call. Just another benefit to doing calls to invite and follow up, but most won't have that luxury. So it's important to get their questions answered so they feel comfortable. And here is why you need to answer your prospects' questions. Why answer your prospect question? The first thing is because they want to see if you actually know what you are talking about. And secondly, they want to address any doubt they have. And thirdly, they want to know the answer to questions they feel their contacts also might have. Now, if you do this over text and you don't know the answer, you can find the answer or ask your upline. If on a call, don't try and black the question. Just say you just got started. You don't know the answer, but you get it. Okay, so be aware though, this will cause potential delay in the sign up process as they will wait until you have got the answers to their questions. So after answering all questions, you can ask these simple but powerful questions. So Bob, is there anything else you need to know right now in order to get started today? Many people do prospect, but they don't ask these questions. I don't know why. Oh, If they say yes and ask another question, you answer it. If they say no, I'm good, then you again have the permission to say the following statement. Great. Sounds like you're ready to get started. Now, the next person to speak loses. It's an old sales saying, simply meaning that if your prospect speaks next, then they will likely join. And in network marketing, we know that means they really win, right? But if you speak next, it turns into a convincing game and you will lose the sale. Work with those who say they are ready and don't waste your time over those who are not serious about making a decision. Why you are looking for serious people who are decision makers. So if someone says, I'm not too sure, simply say, hey, I'm looking for serious people who are decision makers. If that's you, then awesome. If it's not, then no worries. Maybe the timing is not right for you. Too cool. Fast start bonuses won't get you financial freedom. Finding people who will actually build the business will. So let's get to the last step, which will be the last key point, getting someone started. So awesome. Someone decides to join your team. Now the fun begins. Time to duplicate the process and get your new team member started in the right way. First of all, it's important to follow your own company getting started guide because chances are it's been tried and tested and worked over the long term. Do we have a getting started process in ICX? No, I think so. Well, but you can make yours. Okay, so but there are some things you should do in order to figure out if your new team member has got what it takes for you to spend your time working with them. But there are some things you should do in order to figure out if your new team member has got what it takes for you to spend time working with them. Okay, so split your getting started guide into tasks or assignment. Then say the following to your new team member. The first task takes the average person 48 hours to complete. Are you above or below average? They will give you the answer, most likely above average. But you should know that talk is cheap. So let's see if their actions will match their word. So you tell them, okay, cool. 48 hours from now, we will do a call for the next step. Okay, so there are three types of people. They, there are people who, the first type of people, they don't make the call and either make an excuse or ghost you. The second group of people would turn up on the call on time and say they have done the task. Then the next group of people will say would contact you before the scheduled call with crazy excitement, asking for the next step. The third group of people are the ones you want to work with, the go-getters, the runners, the hungry ones. So do this for the rest of the steps. Adjust the average time to your needs. Test them to do what you say because you are looking for the coachable people in the group. You've got this. I believe you. Well, with this one, the getting started steps, I'm still working on that particular video. The getting started steps with ICX in particular. So this is most importantly the scripts that will help you get started talking to people on Messenger, Facebook Messenger, Twitter, Instagram. Yes, get them to present your business to them, right? So the best things to say inside the messenger to get someone to join you. So watch this video over and over so that you can learn and also teach your team members as well. um I will end this video here. So get ready for my next video, which is going to be getting started in ICX. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you find value in it, share the video. Share the video to all your team members, so that they can start duplicating, so that we can start earning more money, living the life of our dreams. My team this year is ICX Go President. Go President. So see you in my next video. Let me not keep you for long. Thank you. And also don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel.